your family? Yes or no? Can you not just
You,
look at me as a man? Not
but
just
you
not
take
what?
it,
But I didn't do what with the Uncle Tom boys and all these fucking
you
racist
didn't, but
assholes.
you benefit from it, Ryan.
How?
This is all she's saying. You benefit from it.
Okay. I just it's so this I'm gonna I just I want to say one thing. All right, can I just say one thing respectfully? All right, and then after the am I? Can you guys hear me? And then after this, I will sit down because I don't want this to turn this way. This is I'm gonna tell as
You taking
long
it like it's an attack, and I think you should take
yeah,
it as in going to
okay.
your counterparts and
Yeah,
having
this
real
is
discussions with your
this discussion
counterparts
is the
because
very
this is
reason.
real stuff.
But this is the real reason right here that Nature Boy will never be taken down until we come together and fuck up. This is a bigger. This is not about. I don't know.
We know, Ryan. We know. We've tried to get him taken down. Didn't I
You
just
know,
say BBC went over there and took a white girl out, but left all of my sisters there?
and
That ain't got nothing to do with you. But
but I
we
just heard this
tried,
tonight.
son,
I didn't know.
and
I'm
it didn't
sorry.
work for us. The white girl got out. Ours didn't.
But the thing is I like I said. Can I just say like okay now? For instance, why be angry at me though? What did I do as an individual?
Nobody's angry at you, Ryan.
You can hear me.
Again,
Is that pain or is she anger or passion? I don't know.
that's passion. That's
Passion. Okay.
all passion.
And I
That
agree
is
with you.
not a
Frustration.
shot towards you as
I,
a person.
I understand, but what I meant by the jealousy is that these young girls now want to be you guys that are white. That's what I mean. And now that they can't,
You think we
that
don't?
jealousy turns into severe. That they're already racist, probably because the parents raised them that way. Maybe, but that I truly think that depends on geographical location. I'm sorry, but that's all I gotta say about that. I'm just gonna sit back. I'm not. I get it. I can never fathom the pain and the hurt that you guys have endured. I can't. But all I can say is I'm just a man trying to help. Or
You next
call.
after number one. You can go next
If you
after
don't
number
believe I'm
eight.
sincere, that's okay because a lot of people don't. But God knows my heart, and that's all that truly matters to me. Honestly, I love people. I'm an empath. I can. I don't know. I get emotional.
But
I
Ryan,
can
I
walk into
think
a
you will
room.
be more helpful to our cause by going to your counterparts and
My
having
counterparts won't come to my
real
panel.
serious conversation.
But do you realize even when I was on Beagle before I even knew about Nature Boy, my panel was all black and Latino. I had no counterparts. One white guy. That's it. Just talk to, and he's half Mexican, so
So
he's not
you
only white.
don't know any white people in your real life that you can have these real serious combos with?
Yes, but the majority of the men that I look up to is the men like Les Brown and speakers like, I love. I don't want to name pastors because people will judge me, but I'm just saying, like I have a soulful spirit. I don't know. Some people are born differently. I don't know. Like, listen, I understand. I understand. I felt very out of place. I went to go see the OJ's and Kool in the Gang, and I think I was the only white boy in the concert. I get it. But see, you can see the anger on her face. She's shaking her head back and forth and getting mad. So I'm gonna sit
No, she's
down.
not
And
mad. It's all passion. Go
God
ahead, phone
bless you all.
John Elliott. John Elliott asked white people if they just
Joan
say it.
El- Joan Elliott asked white people in a conference once if any of them would want to change places with black people, and not one of them stood up. Not one. Confirming that each and every person understands what Black people go through is something they would never want to be subjugated to. So to act like you understand what we go through, I'm here to tell you, sir, because you don't even see it yourself. You don't. You think it's an attack on you when you just told us that all of this is jealousy from a white woman? No, Emmett Till died because of a white woman. And look what happened to him, sir. His mama gave an open casket so all of the world could see what America and its system did to her son because a white woman lied. Now, you can say that I'm angry if you like. That's a good way out of this. No problems. But you didn't stop to understand, nor will you stop your counterparts. We don't have access to the DA for a reason. We don't have your access, sir, for a reason. And you can believe it or not. But of course, you never understand because if you're Mexican, y'all just got y'all's niggas on the census. So I get it. Black folk in Mexico weren't even counted on the census until like a year to 5 years ago. So there you go. So no, it's not placement, it's worldwide. But of course, you have the privilege not to see that.
Whole facts. All right, I'm gonna let number 8 go, and then I'm coming around to you, one.
Hello, panel. Hello, hello.
Hello,
Um,
royalty.
hey, I had a question for Ryan, but he left.
Good.
And I feel like, with him saying that he's always around Black people and this, that, and the third, why does he get so uncomfortable when we have this conversation if he's always around us and he always wants to be around us and he's like, oh well, I'm here to take down Nature Boy and all of my friends are Black and blah blah blah. Like, okay,
Because
so
Black people don't hold accountability to people. And the reason why we don't is because we don't want to accept accountability our own damn selves. However, this panel is going to adhere to accountability.
I mean, honestly, I don't understand why we are accepting Ryan because he just showed his true colors. Like he just got up and left when the conversation got real. He should still be here. I don't understand like why did he leave? And that just proves like he's not here for us. If he was here for
Wishy
us,
washy.
he would still be on this panel. He would still be having these conversations. He would still be trying to understand. But he's
I
not.
just
He's
don't.
gone.
I mean, here it is. We spent the whole it's 3 hours talking about Nature Nut. If we're holding his ass to the fire, no one's exempt.
Honestly, I don't understand why we keep inviting him to the barbecue. For real.
Amen.
I don't
Don't
get
bring
it.
no
Like he
sodas,
should,
no chips, no plates, no
period.
him.
No potato salad with raisins in it. I don't want none of that shit.
Honestly, I feel like he should not be accepted in from no Black person on Bigo. Like he should not be accepted by us. He should not be as comfortable as he is. Like this shit needs to stop. We need to stop like
Me
allowing this man to
personally,
be around us.
that's how I ended up on his panel. I wanted to go see what the shit was all about,
Yeah.
and you know, I posed the question in the comments and was invited up. I asked, why do I feel Grand Reaper energy in this room?
Hmm. Hmm.
So I'll let that linger. Did you have anything else you wanted to say before I let number 1 speak?
Can we please stop inviting Ryan to the barbecue? Can we please stop going up on his panels? Can we please stop letting this man feel comfortable around us, because he is not here for us? That's all I want to say.
You're welcome.
All right, so I'm gonna go to one, and I'm gonna just skim around the panel. I'm gonna go in order, y'all. All right,
All right,
number
excuse
one. What's
Sure. But I wanted to touch bases when Ryan said that. That's somebody we all may have like a white friend and things like that. It's just hard for him to understand because we have to live it. We are black. He's not black. That's why he's gonna run away because he feels attacked. It's something that he's not gonna understand. He's not going to.
Ho,
No.
ho, ho.
Fundy,
I
fundy.
got a white friend right now in the comments. She don't run. She set her ass and she listened to be educated. She don't run. Hey, Nick, shout out to my white friend, Nikki Crayon.
Right. You are absolutely right. Because there's some people who
Bitches,
can
this
it and
one.
some people who can handle it. He's not ready to handle it. He's not ready to knowledge to be
So
dropped.
therefore, it comes back to that word accountability. If you can't hold to accountability, it's best you scoot your way on.
Right.
And that's period.
Right. I'm done though. I'm done.
All right, I'm coming around to you, Auntie Nikki.
Okay, first it's two of them down there because crayons is down there and so is white chocolate. And they both
Hey,
down
white
there.
chocolate, I ain't see you, girl.
She down there
Hey.
too. I want to say what I think it is with Brian is he don't have these kind of black friends. Right. He doesn't have the black friends who will give it to him raw because Nikki and Chocolate down there, they're gonna sit there and listen. There's been times when we talk about conversations that's black and white, and Nikki will say, I can't speak for that. I can only speak from the white girl perspective and blah 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 blah. So it's never he don't have these kind of black friends to hold him accountable and really show him because had he grew up around
He gonna be in the
the
hospital
black
for a
friends
week,
that he
and
say
then
he
after
grew up
that,
around,
he pretty much like he
he
can't
would
do
be able
shit.
to
Like he
understand
gonna be
being
on
a grown
disability
ass man.
forever.
What's wrong, Medusa?
I'm trying to figure out where all that background
How
coming
you
from.
been?
Because I got everybody muted.
You ain't. I've been
Was it the
okay.
fan?
No, it's talking.
Every
It's a
time I
whole
thought about calling you
conversation.
today, I just got distracted. I'm like, I need to
Oh
call her
shit, we
because
got
I ain't
Spirit in
seen you
here.
on Bigo or nothing.
Was Fundi unmuted?
For what?
Fundi not muted.
For what?
I don't.
It's not phony.
I had a panel, right?
What you hear now?
I had a panel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Showing
This is what I'm
real
repeating
names
what the
out
person said.
on the panel.
Oh,
And as I was
Somebody's
like,
listening to a whole
talk
nother
about the
panel.
child.
Hold on.
Hold on. I don't hear it now.
she said it's her. Number 8.
But how was I able to hear her?
I'm on FaceTime.
But
She
that
said
was crazy because I had you muted, and
that's what she
I
said. She still
couldn't
heard you.
understand how I was able to hear.
Like sometimes when I thought I was muting people and they weren't muted. Sometimes I think it do that. But yeah, I think his issue is he don't have these kind of black friends. Because if he grew up around these kind of black friends, he wouldn't be offended. He would not have run. His feelings wouldn't be hurt. Because in his mind, he just thinks he's trying to help. And I don't doubt that he just think he's trying to help. But I think he got one of them Superman complexes where you feel like you have to come and try to save something. Or you think that, don't you do that with that fucking Mountain Dew can. I can't right now. I'm trying to be serious. I'm trying to stay focused. That he doesn't understand that this ain't been some shit that we just been sitting back twiddling our fingers about. Like it seems like he has this mindset of why is nobody doing anything? And
But I got to keep going back to my sister Fundi fees. No, it is social evidence. It is social fucking proof of what we talking about. We not just pulling this shit out of the air.
Exactly, but that goes back to what
When
Fundy
you
said.
are
This
committed
go,
and consistent to your bullshit.
but here's the other thing to go back to what Fundy said. You ain't doing your own research. Because had you really, really did it, you would see that there's a plethora of people. You're not doing the work. You want to get this credit, but you're
You
not
gotta
doing the
prove
work.
yourself, Smokey. So again, that forces me to think that you're here to collect. You have an
Because I just don't know
agenda.
nobody. This is my thing, and then I'm gonna let you go ahead and go around the panel. I don't know nobody in their motherfucking right mind. You don't know. You just love this shit, and you gonna talk to somebody, fly them out, bring them to your motherfucking house, and let them demand you to fuck around in your shit. I just don't know nobody that's like that.
I don't either.
I mean, I know sometimes the little wishy-washy stuff with ex-carbonation members trying to help other ones and making poor decisions. But even them, they know them. They done been with them. You ain't never been around none of these
You
motherfuckers
ain't never
before.
met Star a day before in your life. And you fly her out to your crib. You feed her, and I gave her a nice plush towel that she didn't use. I bought her pasta primavera and all of this good shit. Motherfucker, shit. Come on now. Come on now.
Yeah, and around your kids, he talking about my daughter. Man, I don't know nobody like that. Can you send that over here too? Matter of fact, where the lighter at? Cole, can you bring me a lighter? Thank you. Um, you bring her in a home that you be in. I don't give a fuck if you say y'all moving out and all that. You bring her in a home where you still stay in and stuff like that. I don't get that. And maybe it's not for me to get like he talking about he an empath, so the fuck am I. And the
Such a
emotion in this room
natural
is not
one.
sadness, it was anger. So he wasn't picking up on everybody's emotions being sad because this room has anger, not sadness. Look at this one all happy because she get to reuse one of my damn books. Yeah, because that book cost $210. You owe me some money.
All right, I'm gonna go to number 3. We going around the panel. We're going around the panel. Hello, Wu
Okay.
Tang.
Okay, hi. So I came a little bit late, so I didn't get to see all of the conversation, but the conversation that I seen, my grandma has always told me it's not our place to have people understand who's never going to understand. Because for the fact they will never understand only because they haven't went through it. They can have so
Hey,
many stories and everything that we have been through, but that's just like telling the next person, giving them advice if we've never been through it or if they haven't never experienced. Now he could be having the right kind of heart, but he don't know how to show it without saying what he has done for our community. He could feel not and not, he could have been trying to tell us, hey, okay, I'm for y'all and everything, but he don't know how to say it. And as him feeling attacked by the black community, he just probably like, don't nobody, they must don't want no help. But it's not that we need help, we need a puppet for us. That's just like we got the president, he only do what the people in the background tell him to do. That's all we
we
need
don't
is
need
a
a puppet.
face. We need a face because right now they just like the y'all somebody was saying earlier. If you go help us in the right way. That's just like people who got the big platforms, like like the famous people. They're puppets. They put out all of that
And
all of that extra
and
shit.
is it working? Are they helping you?
They not helping me, but when it came to voting and stuff, I mean, it helped them big platforms, the rappers and
It
everything.
helps who?
It helped
Because
the
last I checked, black people is in the same predicament they've been
it,
in for over 20 years.
yes, ma'am, I do understand that. Well, let's say it helped their price bracket, if I
It
can
helped
say.
white supremacy.
Okay, I understand that. But what I'm
So
saying,
we
what
don't
I'm
need a puppet per se. We need our own asses individually getting up and doing the work for self. We don't
mhm
need a savior. We need people to get up and save their self. It's a
mhm
sink or swim. If you ain't gonna shit on the pot, get up.
straight up. I just feel like it's not how we say it. It's not. I'm sorry. It's not what we say, and it's just how we say it. And that's probably why he felt attacked. Even probably y'all wasn't trying to, be on his ass or nothing, but it's just because of how we come off sometimes to people. Which y'all said they don't have the friends that we have that's gonna
But
tell us
sis,
how it is in there. But some people can't take
we
it.
and then you on the wrong panel because we not talking about a subject matter that's just willy-nilly. This is a
Mhm.
serious subject
Yes.
this you're gonna hear the passion in people's voices. You're gonna hear voices be raised. We understand that. So for people who don't, they probably shouldn't even have their ass over here.
Yes, which I do understand that. It's just this, and he's probably ran away from what y'all was saying. But guess what?
Well,
The same
I
thing
ain't
y'all told
catering.
him, he go tell the next person exactly what he learned today, even if we feel like he didn't listen to it. He go tell the next white person, black person, green person, red person the same thing because he sounded like he was mad. So guess what? Out of anger, he go talk about it. He go talk about it.
Well, at this point, I mean, my job is to get the information out. What you do
Hmm.
with it is your business.
Yeah, exactly. What you did. The only reason I say a puppet is how only because if we get on a panel, we can be the smartest person and put us up there with a white person, and who the hell y'all think they go listen to first? And we be saying the same thing,
That's
the
not
same
true.
thing.
It's 560 people in my room, and I didn't see anybody agreeing with Ryan.
No, Ryan wasn't okay, but I'm just saying it's society. Put him up there on a panel talking to somebody that's big and have him say the same thing that we saying and see who go have the many votes in that whole panel only because the color of his skin. That's the only reason I say that.
Are you saying towards other white people?
I'm saying as in the white man, they go listen to the white man before they try to listen to us only because the color of his
We
skin.
said that. And I mean, you must have missed the part when I suggested that the way he can help black people is going to his white counterparts and having these serious conversations with them.
Yes, ma'am. I
Not
didn't
coming
I
over here
didn't
talking
hear
to
that.
us. We got our own things set up.
Mhm.
So if you really want to help black people, then go to your people and and talk that shit with them.
Instead of telling us something that we already know.
Facts.
All we can do is just keep on educating them. Just keep on educating, but
No, that's the problem.
it's
That's
never
the
our.
problem because we keep educating and giving valuable information away
Mhm.
through so motherfuckers can come back with that same tool you gave them. They're gonna stab you with it.
Mhm. I
That's
feel
the
that.
problem. We be wanting to save too much.
I felt that. Well, I guess Ryan don't need to be in this motherfucker no more. I'm sorry, Ryan. Don't.
I mean, he
But he
showed
should
what
have
it
never.
is.
He really should have
I
never.
have a
He should have
thing,
never left. He should have never left. It
yeah,
don't
because I have a
matter.
strong thing about accountability, and
Mhm.
I hold people accountable, and I hope the people I fuck with in my close ties hold my ass accountable.
Mhm.
That's the way you resurrect change. We don't run, you know. When it's
Mhm.
time for discipline, we don't run.
It's just that when you trying to explain to somebody they shouldn't come back with, well, I got black friend. I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah, I got
I
black
hate that.
friends, or
I
I'm
hate
always
that.
around black people because, like Aunt Nikki said, you don't have the black friends that's us. Not
You got them
everybody.
black friends that's gonna pamper and patty cake with your ass. We
Exactly.
don't have time for games. Look at us. We've been sitting on our ass chilling for 20 plus years. As Fundy Fee would say, for 3 generations, we done did nothing.
And I'm here to learn today too, because y'all y'all older than me. I'm only 23, so I'm trying to learn as it goes. But one thing for sure, I always, like I said when I first got on here, it's never our responsibility to have somebody understand who will never understand it at all. And
Fact.
that's all I gotta say. I do thank y'all for letting me come on here. I'm still
Yes,
watching.
ma'am. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, I'm coming around to Fundy Fee. You want to say something, sis?
We don't need another hero. We
Hmm.
just need to know
We
the
don't
way
need
home.
another hero. Who was that? Tina? Was that
Tina, you damn
Tina?
right.
All right.
We are the ones they left behind. It
Mm-hmm.
is not for us to explain our condition to people who put us in it and keep us in it and keep their privilege to themselves. Please stop inviting your excommunicated cousins to the playground. We don't need them. They only need us when they want something. It's becoming fucking ridiculous. Absolutely. I don't know why black people haven't done. Are you serious? You talking to somebody that's been at this for 2 damn years, over 600 days, but black folk don't what? Move your. I heard you say nigga too, and
Oh,
I
did you
let
hear
you
me?
glide over that shit. I let that fly.
I didn't hear nigga.
I let it fly. Yeah, he said it on his panel.
Oh, I didn't hear nigga. Ooh. He
He said
been
it.
saying it. Danny's World said he's been saying it.
So
Oh, yeah, and you niggas went for that, huh?
if you wonder why I did what I did it for that nigga comment. You can go ahead and forgive me, but yeah, I had to pay him back for that one.
I wish you would have paid a little more, because I didn't know. Number 5, I'm coming to number 5. What is you talking about, Nikki?
Unmute me. What does him being from New York got to do with any damn thing? That don't give him the right to say nigga. Toddy, I need you to explain that. What do that have to do with anything?
Hold up, and she's up here, so
That's what I'm
I'm
asking. She
sorry,
on number
number
7.
5. I'm coming right back around to you, sweetie. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I heard him say it. I just assumed that was why he felt so comfortable with it flying out of his mouth like that.
I'm from Philly. White people, we done grew up with white people, hood ass white people. They don't say it. They don't get comfortable saying it. No, no, no.
But he
No
told
white
the other
people.
black people not to say it because he doesn't like when they say it to each other.
I ain't
But
never hear him
they
say it.
allowed him to say it.
He said it like he said it by accident. It was like if you weren't listening, you wouldn't have heard it.
Danny's
Mm.
World said he says it all the time. Like we just meeting him, so I don't know.
He said it right here when he was
Exactly, Jay
talking to number
Wise.
8, the one who had the
My
baby.
motherfucking grandfather was straight from Sicily. I ain't never heard no, nope, nope, nope.
Okay. All
I got
right.
white
Thank
friends.
you
I
for
wish
the
the fuck they
input.
would crack you in your
I'm
fucking
going
face.
on to number 5.
Oh, sorry.
He gone and I can't say nothing. So, hmm. Hey,
Thank
Babylon Mommy.
Hi, thank you so much. I just wanted to say this. If anybody wants the knowledge and to have that, Fundy had me over here shaking. Everything that she said was so spot on. And it sickens me to know that, because it's all going to tie in together with the whole Ryan and the women in carbonation. If you don't have a woman like Fundy in your life, a grandmother, a mother,
Mm.
a sister, a friend, someone that is going to give you the honest truth, the dirty truth, the truth that you don't want to hear, then you're missing the knowledge. What that fool over there is doing is not giving knowledge. He is harping on people who don't have self-awareness, who wouldn't come into contact with a person like Fundy, like Nikki, like you. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's what's happening with those people. If you want the knowledge is here. Come listen to a grown ass woman speak who's probably been through it, who's probably had children, who's probably had ups and downs relationship, abusive relationship. Sometimes it may not be verbal, it may not be physical. Talk to those women, not listen to some fool who's changed his name 15 different times, who's done gay porn, who's admitted that he's a homosexual, he's into trannies. Like, why listen to
He
a
let a
fool?
dog lick his dick and
Yes,
said he thought the dog liked it.
yes. So
So
why
he's
take
a
that information to say,
zoophile, whatever the
right?
fuck.
And why say that this is knowledge? If I want to be a vegan, I'm gonna Google it. If I want to be one with
Zoophile.
nature and to have a better carbon print, I'll Google it how to do it. I don't need to leave my children. I don't need to leave my environment here to go traipse off to a foreign land where God, not trying to be smart, but different people in different countries have a lot of other different diseases. The weather is different, the water is different. And just to say that I'm one with nature, I have to do all of that just to say I'm one with nature. And on top of that, I gotta suck 45 dicks. Let you degrade me. Let you tell me that I gotta go lay with women and all kinds of foolishness
I
just to
gotta
say
take it in the
that
butt.
I am a god, just to say that I am one with nature. What? It makes no sense. It makes no
I
sense.
gotta take it
So,
on butt in the butt on camera. I got to do all of this heinous shit. I got to
mhm,
bring myself down to the lowest fucking form
mhm, mhm,
just
mhm,
to be in the kingdom.
and have you look me directly in my face and still tell me I'm not shit.
You ain't shit, bitch,
You ain't nothing.
whore,
You are nothing. I am your higher
bitch,
self. Listen
whore.
to me.
Suck my dick. Them is his 3 motherfucking faves right there. Bitch,
What
whore.
what is so extravagant about being a bum, living from place to place, not knowing where the next meal is coming from? I'm not bathing properly. I'm not eating properly. Now and again, we can do the vegan. We want to do the vegan. Let's do the vegan. But why do
And
I have to
speaking
live?
on genetics,
Yes.
just genetically, why would you want to procreate with
Mhm.
something such as that?
Mhm. Mhm.
Genetically, he's a
Mhm.
whole centaur,
Yes.
minotaur,
Yes.
whatever the fuck
Mhm.
you want to call it.
Mhm. Mhm.
But you want to take your genes
Mhm.
and mesh
And
them
mute
with
it.
his
Oof.
to bring about a whole zoophile.
Yes. Yes. And then let him tell you we're going to mate our children together to make the kingdom. Did y'all see that live? Do you know what I'm saying? This
Mm-hmm.
doesn't make sense. But to jump off of him, because like you guys said, it's not all about him. The bigger picture is just people being aware of not to go over there. Here's the information. I'm telling you that it's not a good look to go over there. If you want to shorten your carbon print, like be a vegan and be one with nature and, do that holistic thing and dread your hair up and, fight the power of Black people, fine, do it. Do all of that. But you don't need to abandon your children. You don't need to abandon your health. You don't need to abandon your own personal beliefs just to be one with nature. That doesn't make any sense. As far as the Ryan situation, like Nikki said, in Philly, I live in South Philly. You know how it is. The Italians and Chinese people, we're all together here, so they know not to say, like, we don't have. I don't want to say we don't have. I'm quite sure there is some racism here. Pretty sure it is, underlying. But best believe, if any white person, Asian person, Italian person was to say some shit like nigga, I don't think it would be safe for them here. It just would not be safe for them here because the Black people up here, over on this side, North Philly, West Philly, South Philly, the Black people here gonna beat the fuck out of you. They're gonna be looking for your peoples, and that's just how it's gonna be. I truly believe that he probably does want to help, but doesn't really look good when you are asking questions like the other girl said, Wu-Tang. Why do you guys say this? And I'm trying to help you guys. And, it doesn't set well with a lot of Black people. And Fundy picked that shit up so fast because she is woke. I'm talking about like her eyes don't close. That's how woke she is. When she sleep, her eyes is open because she is
Mhm.
here. She is here. So she caught that shit very fast. I didn't even catch him saying it.
Mm.
And I thought I was woke. But the hell, I guess I'm not.
Well, if
Because she caught
Fondi
that shit.
said he said it, he fucking said it.
Yeah, and I believe her. And I believe, listen, every time when she was speaking, my whole body got chills. Now, maybe that's probably what them fools feel when they speak to him, even though he's speaking nothing. But Fundy had me. I said, she is speaking facts. It's just so sad that, like what happened with the BBC. They went over there and got that white woman, left all those Black babies over there, those young Black men, them impressionable Black men who probably did not grow up with fathers or didn't grow up with a strong minded Black mother. They left all of our brothers and sisters there and said, fuck it. And because of that, he then says, well, nobody's going to check for me. I'm going to continue to do whatever I want and say whatever I want and con whoever I want as long as I can. Hopefully Ryan can get the word out. Who knows? I hope that he
And
can.
you know what? Fondi hit it straight on though, because there's so many things that he said that had undertones to it. And I'm rerunning the thing about the HIV that he said on his panel.
Mm-hmm.
He said some to the effects of I hope y'all don't get mad at me for saying this, but I have to ask, do Black people's hair
Mm-hmm.
fall out when they have HIV? And I looked at the motherfucker and was like,
Yeah, I
yeah,
seen
it's
your face.
anybody for that matter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because everybody
The
hair falls
fuck?
out. Does anybody remember Brock Hudson, that white actor? That motherfucker looked like a whole skeletal baby. Teeth had hung out,
And that's
jaws
when I
sunken
talked about,
in.
I said hair, teeth, skin, all of that shit go bad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was some real weird shit.
Mm-hmm. But
And
again, when
Food
you are
tapped
not
right on
educated,
into that energy
when you're
and
not
pulled some
educated,
shit out.
when you're not educated on the chosen people, because we are the chosen people, when you are not educated on our people, it's just best to listen and receive the
And then,
information.
right, look, I'm reading these comments. I'm sorry to keep interrupt you,
Mm-hmm.
but Daisy said as if we all know someone who has HIV like it's a Black thing. Correct,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
me personally, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know anybody personally
Mm-hmm.
with HIV. If they
Mm-hmm.
do get it, they ain't gonna fucking admit to it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm.
shit was weird. That
Yeah.
shit was weird.
Yeah, I just think he just needs to just rethink what he has to say. Maybe word things in a way where it's not offensive. Because at the end of the day, this is not 1956. This ain't BC time. The black people here gonna read the fuck out of you, and that's just what it's gonna be. And hopefully he can help whoever wants to help, or bring awareness to what is taking place down there, so some people can really go check into that shit, especially if there's some sort of money laundering thing going on down there, or children being hurt. Again, the adults, they went down there free willingly, but if there's babies being hurt, or children being hurt, or minors down there that are involved in some sort of sexual situation or abusive situation, hopefully they can get these kids out. The grown people, it is what it is.
But thank you, ma'am.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna move on to number 6. Hello, God Energy.
Peace, panel. How y'all doing tonight?
Fine.
I caught mostly the tail end of that, but from what I did hear, I wanted to actually address Ryan on the things he said that actually proved, why there's an issue with his presence, and people, that talk how he talks or try to move how he moves in our community. And like you said, it's about the undertones. So he mentioned himself, him having to face not being able to be the white savior. He expressed remorse and saying he had to face that being confronted with anger from Fundi. And as he was trying to rationalize that, he said himself he has to cope with not being able to be the white savior, when he said, I'll never fully understand your pain. So he did admit having that complex, which is very detrimental to us, and he also mentioned the queens the sisters with lack of awareness that DM him, and how they should be the example in their view, or lack of awareness, which lets us, be victim to not being able to survive, how Fundi was saying. So he also mentioned how they hit him up with that mentality, and he prefers that. So then he made it seem like, why don't you all act like that? So then that's also trying to enforce a lack of awareness onto us. So that's brainwashing us. So right there, you've crossed the line of white supremacy and everything, right? So
authority.
So so he also mentioned that he feels like there should be no problem and things like that, but what he fails to realize is that is the exact role people like him play in the system of white supremacy, and that's part of a representation of how this is actually a system. And then we fall into that, and it gives us a sense of psychological comfort with this savior mentality, and then feeling like we do need to be quiet, because we do need a face, we do need that representative, and look who that representative is. And that's what's been proven to us, that we're finding out with this Democratic Party. They're playing this role on us and playing up to that, I'm your friend, I'm your savior. And really, the welfare system and food stamps and all of these things have served to separate the black family and keep the black man out of the house, and cause an imbalance in the family, tearing apart the black family. And what does Ryan intend to do with his presence? Well, that's disruption of the black family, because he's not black. So it's all part of this cycle, and that lack of awareness alone is why you're a danger onto our community. Not trying to stop Nature Boy, but replace Nature Boy, it seems like.
Facts.
So this power dynamic, I feel, with needing a face, being the white savior, you know what I mean? It's still representative of the power dynamic that's implied with white supremacy, because that's really what white supremacy is. It's a power dynamic of two different demographics, and the one being in power, having the whim to enact laws at a whim, just decide we want to drink our coffee in the street. I remember Balboa was going on about this in her neighborhood. She was saying that, the rich people just decided they want to drink coffee in the street now. So then that disrupted parking in the entire neighborhood for the low income residents, causing them to get tickets more, causing them to get fines more, causing an economic strain on them. Now they have to interact with the court system, all at the whim of the elites wanting to drink coffee. So this power dynamic that's represented in our lives, that take our lives, that inhibit our lives, that stifle our lives, is so prevalent. How could you even be around us and mistake our grievances as anger? If you've been around us for so long, how could you mistake any of these grievances or realities as anger? That in itself is a reflection of how much of a danger this person and people like him are to our community, which it seems like they get embraced all the time.
Facts. And that is straight
Thank
fact.
you.
I agree. I agree. Okay, I'm gonna. Did that conclude your thoughts, bro? Before I move on
Actually,
to the next.
actually, I just wanted to show one thing, because that general message of the choice of who to be or how to proceed or how to interact with our oppression, I want to sum up between two different historical queens, Cleopatra and Queen Amanirenas, right? So what he's promoting and what America promotes is Queen Cleopatra, right? The queen from the black land who slept with the oppressor. When faced with the oppressor, this is a representation of the queen who slept with the oppressor. So that's what Ryan promotes, and that's what America wants you to be with Scandal and every TV show that comes out and every commercial that comes out and every ad that comes out. Promoting the black woman sleeping with the white man. And that's why he said these young girls nowadays are DMing him so much. They are the ones being most influenced by this media. Something we
Mm,
may need to address. So what I want to bring up is Queen Amanirenas, right? The queen we should all know about. Because Queen Amanirenas led her troops into battle when the Romans were conquering the Nile Valley. Queen Amanirenas, she didn't sit on her throne. She didn't sit behind her power and command her troops. She led her troops into battle against their European oppressors, defeating them, pushing them out of the lands that the Egyptians couldn't even defend, right? And when they were in these lands, they cut the head off of Augustus Caesar's statue and brought it back to the throne in Nubia. So we
mm,
have two examples of a queen who faced European oppression. One who slept with the European oppressor, the Jezebel route, and one who fought her European oppressor, right? And that's where this statue head was found, in Nubia, in Meroe. So
mm.
that's the example of the queen that he's trying to keep away from you. That's the example of the queens you are all trying to be and fulfill. And he's suggesting the Cleopatra route, you know? So that's that. With that historical, context, that concludes my statement right there. And thank you for
I
the gift.
appreciate the information you just brought forth because I'm noticing the patterns with this shit. And the sisters who are strong in their stands, they try to break us down on a daily with this bullshit, these mind fucks and these mind hacks to try to get us to follow somebody else's ways. Sisters, y'all better stand strong. Y'all better stand strong. If you don't stand for something, you're gonna fall for anything. Hello, Inaya. Hello? I ain't even gonna, put in so much energy. You try that again, sis. Hey, Royalty.
Hey, wow, God energy pretty much summed up everything I kind of wanted to say. Um, I mean, speaking on Ryan again, like he seems like a culture vulture, and it seems like he's trying to harness our energy, and it's
Hey,
not. It's not like it's not pure intentions, and it's very obvious. So I'm gonna say it again, bro. We gotta stop. Like, we have to stop giving this man any type of attention, any type of power, because he is like feeding off of that.
And
Yeah.
sister, again, I want to reiterate. Some of us sisters, see, when I first heard about it, I didn't like it. It was something that just it irritated me like fucking eczema or some shit. So today I decided to go see what the fuck the hype was about. And I wasn't gonna say nothing. I said in the comments I wasn't gonna say shit. But I'm an intuitive, y'all. And I asked the question, why does it feel like Grand Reaper energy in her?
Mm.
And I was invited to the panel. So I came on up. And again, I sit and I listen and I observe. Shit happened exactly how it was supposed to happen. Everything that I thought and felt was confirmed.
Yeah.
But see, we as a people have to listen more than we talk.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we have 2 ears and 1 mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants to talk and you're going to miss shit. Just listen. Because whoever you're trying to analyze, they're going to tell you exactly what it is if you just listen.
Mm-hmm. That's true. And I was doing a panel the other day, and that's exactly why I was in his room. The same reason that you was in there, because I did a panel the other day, and 2 girls came up on my. Well, these were grown women, came up on my panel, and they were talking about him and how he kicked them off the panel, and he was a narcissist, and he's trying to replace Nature Boy, and he's full of shit and all this other stuff. So that's why I came over there, so I could kind of, see what was going on. I kind of wanted to get up there and say something to him, but I didn't want to get kicked out. So I was like, let me just stay in the comments. I'm glad I did, because I probably would have got kicked out of there. But
See,
again,
that's because, again, as women, we need to exhibit some self-control.
yeah.
We get emotional and we blah.
Mm-hmm.
No.
That's
We
true.
have to be more composed and more self-control. I know we speak with passion and all kinds of shit, but we have to see emotion will take you out of logic sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
We
That's
got to
very
keep
true.
that shit. We got to keep everything separate
Yeah.
so we can attack and come to a resolution logically. It has nothing to do with emotion.
I'm still working on it. I'm still working on that part. That's,
Me too, sis. Me
yeah.
too.
I'm a
You ain't by
Scorpio,
yourself.
so
Yeah.
it just come out. But yeah, yeah. I just really hope that this opened a lot of people's eyes, and I hope that people stop going over there and people stop feeding that, whatever that is. I hope people stop feeding
Well,
him.
we know how this goes, and we can't get upset. Just like people are not gonna stop going and watching Nature Nut.
That's, yeah.
Just
I
do
guess.
not let it touch your emotions. See things for what they are. Everybody can be saved. Those who need to hear will come.
Yeah. Because just like y'all went over there and y'all was able to tell quickly, a lot of people will have that. He's going to have that same effect on a lot of us. So at the end of the day, even if they continue to go over there, eventually they're going to see what they need to see. Yeah.
Facts. In their own time. And it's how one's mind calculates and computes information. Everybody don't compute information on the same pace or
Right.
in the same ways. Period.
Yeah. It's going to come out though. I ain't worried about it, but I wish that we could just end it like this, because somebody like that, he don't deserve no attention. He is a culture vulture. That's the best way I can describe him. But that's all I wanted to say.
Okay. Before I come around again to number 1, I'm going to go back to number 7 because she just came on and she didn't really get to say anything. Hey,
The number
Indica.
5, go ahead.
Indica.
The number 5 speak.
because I think she came on before me.
Oh, she did. I'm sorry. Thank you. I'm sorry, Danny's World. Hold on. Hey, Danny's World.
Hello, how is everyone doing tonight?
We're good.
Oh, awesome. I gotta say hello to Fundi. That's my girl. Yes. I wanted to kind of circle back about the Ryan thing and be very, very quick with it because I y'all pretty much hit the nail on the head. I just want to put my simmering thoughts on there too. Um, it's crazy how people can hide behind race as ways to be okay with it, because the way he was saying, oh, I got black friends, I'm pretty sure he has a mixed daughter as well, and he has a lot of lies, because he said in a video, I forgot, I think it's on King World News's page, he said that um, his daughter was there when Star was there because she called him and said, hey, I don't feel comfortable going back to the house because her energy is weird. So that's a lie. There are other people who are really close to Star, who say that she's been in communication with him since the first moment she stepped out of there because she was already having housing situations. You can talk to Shaka and Nazim. When they kicked her out, she was from pillar to post. She's been talking to this man for a while. And to be honest, it wouldn't. I mean, like y'all all said, what grown man with a child living in a rented apartment is going to pay for somebody to eat some salmon? Somebody going to put some Primavera? If you ask me, I'm sorry, but she would get a Marucan box and a juice box from me. You know what I'm saying? But he's over here. What he's doing is he like I said, we need to stop like glorifying these people who come out of nowhere, who's like, ooh, well, I feel like I can, use my privilege to assist you, because what's happening, we need to talk to Star. Why did Star flip out like that? She
And
says
I said that. I asked him that. What made her flip on you like it?
her biggest thing was, you're not going to disrespect me or my people. He said the N word. He said it multiple times. What's to say he didn't come up to her and was like, in what? To be honest, the way that she was acting was of someone who felt like she was in danger. That sounds like a trafficking situation to me. That sounds, hello, she from New
Mm.
York, so she probably caught on real quick, like, oh, you don't know what kind of stipulations he was having up in that apartment. He talking about her pussy, but she was down the hall from you. What the hell? And you said that she had to throw all the bed. No, something ain't right with that. I think Star found out this ain't it. This ain't it. And now it's he want to talk to the police. The police was the end of the bargain. He was trying to fuck first. That's what it is. That's what it is. And to be honest, someone texted me. I have to look this shit up, but they say that Ryan D was a pedophile investigator on YouTube. Has a whole YouTube page on it. He is coming from different angles, and what he is doing is he is trying to, in multiple lights, portray himself as someone who is out for the little person, someone who is going to expose the wrongs of each community. But really, the real issue is he doesn't know who the fuck he is, because he is now infringing on a race that he has nothing to add value to, because the only thing he can see is, I love black pussy. Let me put this shit on the pedestal for the views, and then I'm gonna fuck y'all over at the end. That's what it is. And
I said it was a capital. He was trying to capitalize off of that situation.
yeah.
I just felt that.
And I feel like he was trying to get Star to get some other people who ran off. Because my thing is, like, if Star is your biggest, if Star is like your biggest cats that you're trying to get, why? Star is just somebody who went off on a video. There are men who've left Carpet Nation that you could have gotten contact with, but you chose a female, 7 kids, desperate for somewhere to stay. She probably played along for a little bit and was
Mm,
like, this is crazy. He is talking to me, saying the
mm.
N word freely. So what? He's paying to
And
for
that
me.
girl fuck with them Mauritius, man. What people think is crazy. I don't agree all the time that people be so called crazy. Man, them motherfucking ancestors probably told her, bitch, you know you wrong. Get your ass up out of here.
That was that conviction there. That was that conviction there. And Star, like I said, Star is crazy a little bit, but I don't think like
Might be.
y'all were saying, like I don't think it was completely left field now that we understand what this person's goal is. Yep, that's right. That's right. She tapped because Star is tapped in. She may be a little off, but she tapped in. So yeah, guys. I mean, I like I said, I love this panel. I love how y'all are all bringing light to this because he's going to be floating around these panels for a while. He's trying to make his own little world on Bigo because he says he doesn't want to do Bigo, but now he's doing panels again. He's just a serial reporter. That's all he wants to do.
Yeah.
He's not trying to bring change.
People with narcissistic tendencies, that's how they do it. They be like, well, I'm leaving Bigo. And that's so people can be like, no, don't go. We need you. And this and that. And they feed off of that shit. That shit is like dessert to them.
Definitely. Yeah, that's all I got to say,
Yeah.
guys.
Thank you. Thank you for your insight. We appreciate it. And we welcome the insight. Okay, number 7.
Hi there.
Hey.
I actually wanted to add to something that you said, Medusa, because when you told the gentleman that he needs to get his people to understand what it is, he looked